Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is a nice and carbonated and indeed adequately chilled pink lemonade. So welcome back to the game. And previously we had got some inmates. Finally, some may say. We have in total 18 inmates out of a maximum of 18. All of them maximum security, which is one of the reasons why we delayed for a little bit of time. And well, out of all these inmates, we have, let me just double check here. Wrong tab. It is gangs. We have 7, 8, 9, 10 members. So over half of the over half of the inmates are gang members. Yeah, that normally isn't too much of an issue, but as soon as you get a gang leader, it then can become an issue. Oh, wait. So, prisoner Paul Dana here is a gang leader. We didn't know originally because the Vipers have a trait called the Undercover Don. And I assume it's only the Vipers, but I'm not too sure about the other guys. Let me just double check, actually. Gang member and unknown, and let's see, that's red, and then there's purple over here. Battle tendency and sneak thief. No, so those can't have Undercover Don, I don't believe. But still, the point I'm making is that once you have a gang leader, it can get out of control very quickly, which is why we prioritize the building from the protective custody to this new gang member holding facility. We have a spring season and it is currently sunny. The weather is looking to be okay, so I don't need to prioritize the building of some heating, but I want to basically keep Paul Dana in lockdown or any sort of punishment where they're not interacting with other inmates, so I can shuffle them off to the hastily and newly built, like I say, area for gang leaders. So let's see how we get on. Let's just go to max speed here. Other than that, the needs seem to be being looked after. There is some family need, but we have recently expanded the visitation. Everything else seems to be getting on okay, including the staff needs, although warmth's a bit of a problem. Obviously, people are patrolling on the outside, so that's just par for the course, really. We have a danger level which will be going up because 2 gang members will be furious. Only 2 though, for some reason. I don't know why. Interesting. We also do want, once this is built, to go for more staff training, specifically for guard taser rollouts and stuff. So I want as many guards to have tasers. So anyway, this is now built, and there we go. The auto lighting is on and will suffice. However, we do need to naturally get this built, and it's going to be concrete wall. So I only need one of these to be built properly. These rooms here are going to be 2, 3, 4, 5. These are going to be something, and that's as technical as I can really be. There will be a room for something. However, I don't need it built just yet. I just need these rooms done. So in order for that to, let's say, be sorted, I need some electrical cable probably along here, and then I'm going to electrical cable along to there, and then probably to here, and that'll connect everything up. Yes, I think so. This is going to be security. These are going to be cells. So let me go for cells, and I'm going to change this over to, actually, this is going to be, so this is going to be Supermax, like so. And then this area here will be staff only. Let me just open that up. Let me just go to security, and I'm going to designate that as security. I'm going to put in a, let's see, I should have really put this door along to there. That would have been much better idea. Let me prioritize the removal of that, and that is now done. And then we'll have another door, which is going to be another solitary door. That's going to be solitary, so is that and that. Let me just double check Paul here. 7 more hours. I'm gonna give them another 24 hours. And they've now got 31 hours, so that's been added to their sentence. Luckily, nobody else is really too raging about the whole situation. 7 gang members from the Vipers, 2 for Bone Breakers, and 1 from the Jackals. So nobody has gone to another gang member, which is all good. We have in security, which I'm sure I placed that door. Yes, it is there. Naturally, we need to put in all of the other stuff. So we'll have a office desk, we'll have a filing cabinet, we'll have a chair, Maybe a couple of chairs there, and then an office chair, and then in here we'll have everything else. So we're going to have bed in the middle, like so. I might as well go for all 3 of these, or do I? Yeah, why not? I'm going to put all 3 in. And, yeah, we'll do that. Did I run that power? I ran it to there, didn't I? That should be... Basically, I've messed up the entire middle of this. Let me remove some of that and start that again. That goes there. That goes in there. Yeah, this is much better than those. Then metal detector. Really? Metal detector. There. That's what I was aiming for. Right, so let's see. We want toilet and shower. Is that off to one side? No, that is in the right place. It's just I haven't placed the wall properly. There we go. I was going to say, what's going on there? Drains. And... shower heads. Now that should be okay. Let me just get water boiler. Then the water pipe. That should do. Then water is going to run across. And then hot water will run across as well. Radiators. I don't even need to put them in. I'm just sort of in a habit of getting them all done. And in here we'll do a similar thing, but not now. And that'll be staff only, and this will be Supermax, and because of that then, we'll change Paul to Supermax. It also means that we'll say Max Sec. So now, they should be escorted from this area to this new area, and they can't leave because this is set to staff only. Let's see if any of what I've done is actually going to take effect. We'll go with, I think, actually we'll keep the rest as it is. Minus £5,000. Wow. Okay. Have a bit of a problem there, don't we? Do have a bit of a problem. And I can't sort of... let me go ahead and sell. I actually need to generate... set that as cells. There we go. Yeah, we have a bit of a problem money-wise. And I need more inmates. Or I need to start firing. Do I want to start firing? How many armed guards I've got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. Controlled by the Vipers. Evict them from the tables or move and dismantle them. Cause them to become angry. Yeah. So do we have any lieutenants? There you go. So they're now permanently in there. That's good. And I will reposition it. It is set to move, so they pick it up and drop it, and they've cleaned it. There we go. Okay. So this is now for gang leaders. We want in canteen. Just going to go here. Naturally, it can be an exceptionally small canteen. Because, well, it only has to feed 3 inmates. And like that. Phone booths can go in there. Why not? And obviously, everything else needs to go in here as well. Bird. Pet birds. You always put pet birds in. And let's see. Pet birds is always good because it has a, I believe it is a comfort. Sorry, family and luxuries. You want a statue, which is great, which is suppression in by a small amount. So I want to put a statue at the end of the bed, but I'm running short on cash, so I'm going to place... No, come on, I'll just have to... If I don't place them now, I'll end up forgetting. Book. Shelf. We want in a prayer mat, which I'll put in the corner. And a gym mat. Go in there as well. And a window. And there we go. So that hopefully will set that going all right. Still minus £5,000. So I'm going to have to basically loan my way out of this one. I'm just looking for anyone that's needing to be in protective custody, which we don't have yet. But there you go. Let's go for programs, staff programs. These are all going, that's fine. Guard taser, I really want to run, but we need a classroom. I'll keep them in punishment for now, because there's no reason not to. Things are still working so far. Why are these guys... What are these guys waiting on? There's so many waiting. I think I know what it is. Storage. Let me place storage here, because the deliveries are so full that they can't unload the boat. And they're probably waiting for certain bits in order to go over here. There's still loads of stuff here. Yeah, there you go. Look, they're bringing stuff in. That's fine. I can pick another grant up, but I don't want to just yet. Yes, it would give us money, but also the third one won't save. What else? What I can actually pick up? The easy one is anything that's to do with just giving us a straight lump of cash immediately. That would be nice. I did notice as well, gang members, if we go to programs, if we scroll down, gang rehabilitation, 5 are in the queue. Out of the 10 gang members we have, half of them are wanting to do gang rehabilitation or are eligible for it, which I think is really good. Let me change this to flower. Can we do flower therapy though? I don't think we can. No one interested. But at least it's built. But yeah, as I said, the deployment, sign a guard there. Patrols, blue patrol, armed guard, and a dog handler. But yeah, I'm going to have to get another loan, aren't I? There's another loan. Didn't want to do it. Oh! Killed for being a rival gang member. That is Tom Lacey, who had nearly 100 generic units of currency cash on them. I mean, that's good. Good for them. Just thinking. Gang members. That was the only Viper member. But it looks like it was actually... Oh, destruction and attack prisoner. Oh, so this prisoner here, Simon Gulliford, they've been fighting just destruction, so they haven't even attacked this inmate. Yeah, just rival gang members. Even though we've got all these patrols. I haven't got free fire turned on, but I don't think it would help. Anyway. Everything else is pretty much running as you would expect, which is good. The problem is this. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so I've fired several staff members because we were overstaffed and the cash flow is not supporting us. I could have kept them, but I think it's going to take longer and longer and longer. So I'd rather do that, and hopefully it'll help out. I think all of the stuff we've put in here will be enough for now to look after the inmate. We're going to get another 2 inmates, which is good. The difficulty is the cash flow. It's not going anywhere. I think I just need more inmates. And I'm thinking over here. The problem with that is quick build custom cloning. To build this, just the foundations would be 7 grand. Then all of the rest. Would it be worth it? I'm going to... They've got lockdown. End punishment. You see they've got loads of needs, but they should be able to meet the needs now. Although, apparently not. Oh no, there you go, they are eating. So they do have a warmth need. And they do have bladder and bowels, but obviously it's all requiring water. It's just, I think, the immediate sort of moving over of this gang member has really caused us some issues. Putting in the rest of the building will hopefully help out. We could make lots of money if we had a death row. Yeah, I'm sure we could. Am I going to do it? No. End of conversation there. I need to put in the water insulation, but that's not a priority yet because it is spring and it's sunny. So now we're going to get all manner of storms. So this should now connect up. So they should have heat once the water boiler's in, but they have water. So there you go. There's only some needs that they don't have, and it's actually luxuries aren't being met. So having a bird cage in every single person's cell is ideal. Am I going to do it? No, because there's no space and I can't afford it. But it is what you want ideally. And, oh. How long's that been there? I can call in the heir apparent for 3 grand. But frankly, I'm just going to build the concrete over the top. As long as it's not the external wall, I'm not bothered. I'll fix it myself. There we go. There's all that set. All right. Well, I don't have much choice. So I will have to get, certainly, another loan. But hopefully, with another 18 inmates, I can then adequately run the facility with the staff that we have, and also with everything being in positive cash flow. I'm hoping. So armed guard, doggo patrols. Standard guard as well. Oh, 10 grand completion payment. What for? There'll be staff training. Yeah, I think so. There's lots of stuff you can see, like crackdown on drugs and tool cleanup and stuff like that we haven't done, because you need at least 30 and then 40 inmates respectively. Giving something back is green energy. All the green energy stuff. That's what I think's tripped me up here. Because in the previous series, we had a lot of money coming in because of, well, a lot of inmates. In this one, not so much. With all of the extras that I have to pay for, and bear in mind I started on not the 30 grand default money, I went to 50 grand. So even with that little helping hand, it's still been a bit of a struggle. Admittedly, didn't get inmates until about the 3-hour mark. But there you are. let's see. Ex-gang member protection program. Create 10 cells in one sector, shower room, canteen, kitchen, yard. Assign a guard to the protective custody and one ex-gang member. So that's this ex-gang member protective program. That's going to be this, basically. 30 grand. Oh, I'm going to get it then. Because that allows me to get rid of some bank loan to hopefully increase our daily cash flow long term. And also, we've sort of done the foundations of this anyway. Reform programs are key to prison success. Yes, thank you for that. I haven't got any running, I don't think. Let's have a quick look. Programs. Prisoners. So, kitchen safety and hygiene. 1 interested, we're not going to run it. Foundation. 1 interested, can't run it. Behavioural therapy. 3 in the queue, can't run it. However, I'll come back to that because that does say led by a psychologist in an office. Pharmacological treatment to drug addiction and alcoholics group therapy. Both are 1 inmate, but we're not going to do that. Parole hearing, we haven't got the option for it, but there is 1 in the queue. Spiritual guidance, 4 in the queue, I would like to run that. Flower therapy, none, even though there is provision, I think. Program is buggy. Okay, this is due to at least the mod is telling me that. Okay, well, I'm going to change this to something else then. What can I change it to? I don't know, but I will have a think about that. Oh dear. Conflict resolution, we could probably have done with that. I'll come back to this in a moment. And then gang rehabilitation, 8 in the queue. So even more in the queue for gang rehabilitation. And that gang rehabilitation is run by a psychologist in an office. We need psychologists, and we need them in offices, and we need them now. So where am I going to put them? Well, originally I was going to have a row down here and have these and split these rooms up. But if the flower garden isn't working, what I'm going to do is this. Okay. And have a psychologist office. You only need a 4x4 office. The thing is, though, this is a 5x something, isn't it? 5x something. If this was... sorry, you need a 4x4. If this was a 6x something, I'd be able to fit it in, but I can't. So I'm going to have to go with that. Yeah. There's 3 offices. I could have a 4th, and then this is something else. I definitely want to have... You know what? I'll put them on both sides, actually. That might help out. So we'll have offices either side, 4x something. However many, 4x6, 4x6. 2 offices, either side, and then this is going to be whatever I decide. I don't know what it is. But we'll have doors like so. Actually, like that. Get there in the end. Like that. And now let me try and deal with this. So, we can see that there is our... Yes, our inmate Paul. I say inmate. They are a gang leader. And they're trying to get out. They have a set of keys. However, guards with stun buttons have stopped them. And now they're injured and are heading to there. So they shouldn't be able to go there. They're going to be processed and probably go to solitary. And then they'll be escorted back into here. Because they are, if we check this... Well, can't check there. They are a Supermax inmate. And these areas are only for... Well, these areas are for max sec. And this I can probably change to max sec as well. If I really wanted to. But I don't mind them leaving here and then going in solitary. So I'll keep it as it is. So this is going to be changed over here. Flooring. Sell flooring. Might as well get my money back. There you go. And that also reminds me to do this. Going to remove these rooms. And then it means we can have lots of... We can have in parole, actually, as well. We could have this as a big parole room. And then either side we have... actually, wait. That's a good question. Alright, let me pause it again. Let me have a think about this one. I'll run at normal speed. do I need it like that? There's a missed opportunity here, isn't there? Distance of 5 by something. Distance of 5 something. The idea is we can have 2 parole, which is probably sufficient for this amount of inmates. And then these officers over here, which has to be a 4 by something. They're going to be odd, whatever I do. I'm going to have these larger rooms. Do I want to do that? I'm trying to make it even, you see. 6, 5, 5, 4, 4. Right. So, 2... Is this right? 2 areas for officers for the... Yeah, 2 areas for the psychologists. 2 areas for parole and then another slightly larger room. That's fine, but I'm going to change the orientation in that... I really want 3 like that. Can I have that? Yes, I can. Right, that's going to do me. So, 3 rooms for psychologists. And then 2 rooms for parole. We then need also a tattoo removal room. That's what I was going to put this as, I think. Tattoo removal is a 3 by 4. I can put this as that. Or I could change one of these. I mean, it's only a 3 by 4. I can put it anywhere. I can put it in here if I really need to. Severe weather detected. Gonna have to get another grant. Severe weather is... Oh, we got hot spells. Okay. Well. Still. I am probably going to leave it there for now. A little bit all over the place, but that was for multiple reasons. Mainly, I guess, actually moving over the legendary inmate, which we still don't know their reputations, but moving them over to here, that was hopefully helped out our gang situation. 7 members for Vipers, 2 for Bonebreakers. No more for the Jackals, because sadly they're no longer with us. But we're getting more inmates. That will hopefully take our cash flow to a decent amount. We're then looking at then the gang rehabilitation, which I can then obviously start putting over here. It is coming together, I feel, but we're having to alter priorities, which is just par for the course, really. And obviously we have events, subsidence, weather to deal with. Lots of hot weather, actually. Let me go ahead and go to staff programs. Disarming, which I can't do. I wanted to do that as a priority over here, but I can't because this needs to be done. There's no point in prioritizing the building of training for staff when the staff won't exist because I have to fire them because I don't have the money. There's no point in that. So I need to sort out the financials first. If I had green energy, then this would all be a point of... it would be not a point of discussion at all, actually. Yeah. But I can pick up another grant, which I probably will do, but we're going to save it here, and it doesn't save a 3rd grant, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, we'll see how we get on. And... like I say... Can I do, is the cold training, pest, first aid, electrician, we don't have any rats, fire safety, we might end up doing that one actually. Yeah, we probably should do that. And place in maybe some fire suppression stuff around the place. Just in case. Don't know if the heat waves can cause that, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, leaving it there for now. That's submitted prison architect. We have managed to segregate the gap. Overdosed. Gary Chambers, but Crystal in-game sprite, but not the picture. On the way to the infirmary, it looks like they weren't escorted fast enough. And the guard is definitely annoyed at that. Oh. Well, that's a thing. Anyway, I guess we'll leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. We have hopefully got things in a better position. We have segregated the gang leader. We are on low danger level. Cash flow is getting slightly better. Once this is built, it certainly will improve. But we'll see how we get on. And here comes the heat wave. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Comments in the comments. Take care. And generic partings.